Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
And Shabbat Shalom to all those who are following us from their living rooms or somewhere else in their homes. We welcome you all. Rabbi Nico is in Israel with a group of our congregants, and so it is my honor to be here this evening with Gabby, Michael, and Elvin to guide us through our Shabbat celebration. We begin by lighting candles, welcoming the warmth and the light of Shabbat. So we turn to page 120, and I invite Lisa Brass and Kara Stack to light the candles. Please rise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen. Amen. You may be seated. Where has this week vanished? Is it lost forever? Will I ever recover anything from it? The joy of life, the unexpected victory, the realized hope, the task accomplished. Will I ever be able to banish the memory of pain, the sting of defeat, the heaviness of boredom? On this day, let me keep for a while what must drift away. On this day, let me be free of the burdens that must return. On this day, Shabbat, abide. Help me to withdraw for a while from the flight of time. Contain the retreat of the hours and days from the grasp of frantic life. Let me learn to pause, if only for this day. Let me find peace on this day. Let me enter into a quiet world this day. On this day, Shabbat, abide. We turn to page 129 and are reminded that Shabbat is like someone we love. My beloved is mine, and I am my beloved's, who browses among the lilies. Dodie Lee, page 129. Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai, Raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song, for Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings. L'chuna Ranana, page 130.
L'chuna Ranana, l'Adonai, nari al tzur ishenu, nekat b'fanav, betolda mizmirot, nari alo, nekat b'fanav, betolda mizmirot, nari alo. שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, מסרו מיום ליום, ישועתו, ספרו בגויים, כבודו, בכל העמים, נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני, ומעולם מאוד, לא ראו על כל אלוהים, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, ואדוני שמיים עשה, עוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי וכל אשר בו. שבת שלום, שבת שלום, שבת שלום, Shabbat Shalom. Everybody greet Shabbat with me. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
We continue to sing praises to God with Zamru Ladonai. This time we add the instruments, the lyre, song, horns, thunder, all the different percussion instruments to bring joy to Shabbat. Zamru Ladonai, page 134.
Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzrot v'kol shofar, hariyu lifnei hamelech Adonai. Yiram hayavum lo, tevel veyoshveva, haydai neharot, imchal chaf yachad, harim yiranenu, lifnei Adonai.
There's very little that compares to the sight of a bride walking in the room to meet her beloved. And so it is with Shabbat. The next 6 days will look towards the following week, looking forward to Shabbat entering our midst. And so we liken Shabbat to the bride with Lecha Dodi on pages 138 and 139. We will sing verses 1, 2, 5, 6, and 9. When we get to verse 9, we will rise and face the door as if to welcome the Shabbat bride.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. 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 Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, yishmi'anu el ha'miyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad, l'shem u'letiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki hi mekor haberacha, mehirosh mikדם nesucha. סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי, שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך ניגע. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. לא תבושי ולא תיכמי, מה תשכחי ומה תהמי, בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה יראתי לה. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
have welcomed Shabbat, the bride, let's take a moment to welcome each other and wish a Shabbat Shalom to those who may be around you, other than your own spouse. Welcome those whom you do not know yet. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. We will continue to greet one another at our oneg following the services. For now, we turn to page 140, a psalm for Shabbat, Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. It is good to praise Adonai. Page 140.
Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat, Tov leodot l'Adonai, ולזמר לשמך עליון, ולזמר לשמך עליון, להגיד בבוקר חסדך, ואמונתך בלילות, עלי עשור ועלי נבל, עלי היגיון בחינות, צדיק כתמר יפרח, כארז בלבנון יזכה, שתולים בבית אדוני, בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו, עוד ינובון ושיבה, דשנים ורעננים יהיו, להגיד כי ישר אדוני, צורי ולא עוולה תבוא.
Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days, lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways. We move from our introductory prayers to our Ma'ariv service, our evening service, beginning with Baruch Hu, the call to worship, on page 146. Please rise.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach,
Be seated. Please join me in the middle of page 149 as we move from our readiness to prayer to the Shema. This is an hour of change. Please join me. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim.
Amen.
In last week's Torah portion, we read of the giving of the Ten Commandments, a moment in history that changed us as a people forever. In this week's Torah portion, we read of additional laws and ordinances that help to ground us as a people, to help to mold us from a fledgling congregation to a nation. And at the core of that is the one God that leads us through our days, through our years, through our lives. So we close our eyes and we imagine ourselves having stood at the foot of Mount Sinai, taking the Torah, which is ours individually and collectively, and acknowledging that God indeed is one.
Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
We continue on page 154 with Ve'ahavta.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושירנתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם נאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We turn to page 156 and read in the English together. All this we hold to be true and trustworthy for us. You alone are our God, and we are Israel, your people. You are our sovereign and Savior, who delivers us from oppressors' hands and saves us from tyrants' fists. You work wonders without number, marvels beyond count. You give us life and steady our footsteps. You performed miracles for us before Pharaoh, signs and wonders in the land of the Egyptians. You led your people Israel out from their midst to freedom for all time. When your children witnessed your dominance, they praised your name in gratitude, and they accepted your sovereignty. Moses, Miriam, and all Israel sang to you together, lifting their voices joyously. Michamocha, page 158.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה מרים, מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקע הים לפני משה מרים, זה לי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ילאי 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 ילאי
נאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael.
Amen.
Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Amen. We continue with our evening prayer, the Hashkivenu, in which we ask God to grant us a safe rest throughout the night. Not knowing what our fate will be in the morning, we ask for protection, spreading a shelter of peace over us, like a warm blanket in the winter cold. Hashkivenu, page 160.
ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם, ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורס סוכת שלום ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. אמן. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, את הארץ. וביום השביעי
turn to the tefillah, the standing prayer, beginning on page 164. This is an opportunity for us to either follow the written words or to have our private conversation with God. And so we rise and join together, asking God to get us ready for this prayer.
Adonai, Sefatai Tiftach, Ofia Giteilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise.
We add to the words of our prayers, the prayer for healing, the Mishaberach, which can be found on page 300.
But first, we will be doing Osei Shalom on the bottom of page 180.
Fine, go right
To close
ahead.
up our Amidah.
Just wondering if you were
Paying
awake.
attention?
Yeah.
Osei Shalom bimromav, Hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel,
back to the future.
And now,
We add the words of the Misha Berach, a prayer for healing for those suffering physical pain, emotional pain, spiritual pain, those suffering from addictions. We add the words asking God to bless them with healing. If there is someone who you are thinking about this evening, whose presence you would like to add to our congregation, please feel free to mention their names as we go around the room.
and in our online community, they would like to share Maria, Trudy, Amy, Jean, Marlene, Julio, Christine and Barbara, Annette, Mia, Ruthie, Eliza, and Amy Elisheva.
For those mentioned aloud and those who we hold in our hearts, we sing the words of the Misha Berach on page 371. God to give them a refuah shlema min hashamayim, refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, hashta, bagala, uvizman kariv. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
So, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
The nice thing about being in rabbinical school is I am privileged to write a Dvar Torah every week. And there are times when I actually get to share them with a live congregation, which is the case this evening. The People's Court, the Blame Game, Divorce Court, Arrest and Trial, Texas Court, and Swift Justice. These are but a few of the current TV shows that offer us a glimpse at one corner of the U.S. justice system, featuring real plaintiffs and defendants, as well as a bailiff and a real judge. At any time of the day, you can turn on the TV and feel like you are in the courtroom. And in some cases, you can even weigh in with your opinion as to what the outcome will be. Conflict is inevitable in a society, especially when there are differing personalities and values. Consider the city of Memphis, Tennessee, with a population of approximately 650,000, which coincidentally are the same numbers as the children of Israel who left Egypt. Memphis is considered what they call a smart city. That term is used to describe how many cities around the world are using technology and digital information to enable everything from sustainable infrastructure to free access to the internet in public spaces. While there are many examples of how technology can be used to improve the lives of citizens, there is much more to being smart than just implementing new technology. To be truly smart, a city must continuously work to create a sustainable ecosystem between citizens and government, enable social innovation, improve the quality of life across communities, and deliver efficient and effective services to all citizens. Imagine if Moses had been able to set up a smart community for the children of Israel. We read last week about the burden of leadership that Moses endured, which prompted his father-in-law Yitro to suggest that he establish a corps of leaders to judge some of the lesser cases brought to him. Delegation of authority allowed Moses to spend more quality time with his family and to maximize his time in litigation between those at odds with one another in the desert community. And then, boom, the children of Israel, the chosen people, are the recipients of the 10 pronouncements that serve as a foundation for a relationship imbued in holiness with God and with each other. And now we read in Parshat Mishpatim, which includes a lengthy list of judgments, laws, ordinances, and rules. Did you by any chance notice that I began the last sentence with the word "and"? Something that's not usually looked highly upon in the English language? I said, and now we read. That's exactly how this week's Torah portion starts, with the word "and." Just as I connected last week's summary with this week's reading, so are the pronouncements known as the 10 Commandments, linked with this week's extended list of rules and laws. According to Rabbi Reuven Greenwald, for ancient and medieval commentators, as well as some modern scholars, the detailed list of laws in this parsha is a continuation of the giving of the 10 Commandments, bringing to a close the covenant ceremony that started at the Sinai event. The word "and" emphasizes that connection, a connection that becomes clearer when, after 3 chapters including Exodus 21, 22, and 23 of seemingly disconnected laws, the narrative text picks up again at the foot of Mount Sinai. In this line of interpretation, we are to understand the 10 Commandments as general principles that inform the specific laws that follow. The desert community is certainly not a smart city and does not deliver efficient and effective services to its citizens. With a compass relying on a cloud by day, which we see at the top of our Aron HaKodesh, and a fire by night, the fledgling Israelite nation has been thrust into developmental puberty without the benefit of leadership to guide them towards becoming a mature nation. On the contrary, Moses has been a helicopter parent, not providing a framework for communal behavior. Now, seeing the amount of conflict developing between clans that sought to destroy the infrastructure of the society, it was time to lay down the law. 3 times within Parshat Mishpatim, reference is made to the fact that the Israelites should remember that they were slaves in the land of Egypt. While in slavery, the rules were quite clear. Do what the taskmaster says and you won't get hurt. Now that they are out of the chains of servitude, who will set the boundaries? As we will see in a few weeks, the children of Israel begin to test the limits. So it's time to rein in the flock. The list of laws outlined in this week's Parsha include dealing with the Hebrew slave, damages, an eye for an eye, the goring ox, money lending, false testimony, the sabbatical year, and more. We first hear of the prohibition of cooking a kid in its mother's milk, and we are introduced to the 3 pilgrimage festivals. Yes, it's time to groom this community to be a smart city, one that will in time be ready to achieve maturity and improve the relationship among themselves and with God. It appears at times as if we are still on that long journey begun by our ancestors thousands of years ago. We still live with conflict from outside forces that would seek to destroy us and our communal fabric. We struggle within for the moral development required to live with Kedusha, holiness, as our guide. We have the rules, the statutes, the ordinances, but we dare to challenge the authority for our own immediate gratification. It is what makes us human, after all. May we use the guidance offered by Torah to renew our commitment to all that God has given, so that our chosenness is one of blessing, and so that we can proudly say, as did the children of Israel, Na'aseh v'nishma, all that God has spoken, we shall do and we shall listen. Amen. We continue our service on page 586 with the Aleinu. Please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We now think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. If you are in the Shiva period, the first 7 days of mourning, please rise. If you are in the first 30 days of mourning, please rise. Share your loved one's name with us. Your mother, Rosalie Cohen. Your mother, too. If you are in the first year of mourning, please rise and share your loved one. And if you are observing a yort site this evening, this Shabbat, please share your loved one's name with us. Daniel.
And from our online community, they are remembering Joseph, Marianne, and George, and my great-great-great-grandfather, Morris Yagoda.
Beautiful.
who was a cantor in Poland, which is
Lovely.
so cool.
Very beautiful. I also want to mention the name of Mikhail Shipachnik, I'm saying it wrong, who was laid to rest this afternoon. The father of Zina Zuckerman. Are you remembering someone? Yes. Very good.
Wonderful.
For those we've mentioned and those we hold in our hearts, if you would like to join our mourners and be supportive to them, you may rise and join us with the Kaddish on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon, uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael, Ba'agala uvizman karib v'imru amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam l'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei kedusha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min Shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, to which we say amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. A couple of upcoming events that we have that are mentioned in your program booklet this evening. On March 13th, we have Dress Up Shabbat. So that means you can come in your pajamas, you can come in a tuxedo, or anything in between.
No.
If you consider that, depends what color your socks are, Michael. They're boring
Can
today.
I wear my sloth onesie? Is that cool?
Does that mean you're going to sing slowly?
We'll have to see.
Don't know. Purim is on March 10th, so this is a post-Purim costume Shabbat for kids of all ages. I don't know why they say kids and their families, because families, I am a kid, so it doesn't matter to me. Anyway, Shabbat services will be at 6 o'clock that evening with a Shabbat dinner at 7, so please RSVP for that. The following Friday is Men's Club Shabbat, and they will be announcing the Man of the Year, and there will be a dinner that is going to be home-cooked and catered by our TBD sisterhood in honor of the men. So for once, the women are going to cook and the men are going to eat, right? So what's new? Manishtana. Oh, that's Passover. That's coming too in April. But we're having a fabulous Purim party, an 80s Purim party.
And Spiel.
That
We're working so hard on.
Yeah.
So hard.
It's an 80s thing. I know. Well,
It's 80s themed. Yay.
you weren't even born in the 80s.
No, I wasn't.
Anybody who's 80 can come. You're good. I don't know. The 80s to me was all about Sesame Street and dinosaurs because I was a new mom then. Newlywed. It was the Newlywed Game. So anyway, today is the deadline for getting your early bird RSVP for the 80s party. So make sure you go home and, well, you don't want to do it on Shabbat, but we'll make an exception. Tell them Miriam said it's okay. So take a look, RSVP, join us for all of these
Totally
rad Purim events. March 20th. Yes. No. No, it's Men's Club Shabbat, but the sisterhood is doing the dinner. Sisterhood is cooking a fabulous chicken dinner with dinner. Right. We'll add the men later.
They're an afterthought, apparently.
Right.
Wonderful.
Not my job. It feels so good to say that. So anyway, take a look at the Tuesday tidbits and enjoy. Now that we have finished with all of our Kabbalat Shabbat and Mariv prayers, we are going to continue with Shalom Aleichem and Kiddush
Into
Motzi.
Kiddush. If someone could kindly help pass out the Kiddush wines and juices, that would be most wonderful.
Pass out the
Thank
wine,
you.
don't pass out. And let's
Very nice.
join together, come up in the front so that we are all one
Yeah.
big happy family.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Sharet, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzidchem l'shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Elyon, Mimelech Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
You need some wine, Cap?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. The Kiddush can be found on page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon hinkilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom tehila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava u'veratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh HaShabbat l'chaim.
Not sure.
Conclude. Conclude.
Include?
Conclude.
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 Let's do Hamotzi. Let's do Hamotzi and then conclude.
Okay. Thank you, Lana.
Everybody, come upon only one. We only get a single portion of manna this Shabbat.
All right, that's fine. We'll live. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lachem min haaretz b'te'avon. Have at it. ya la 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 la